be good.
Okay.
You're gonna
Yeah, I'm
the
working on it.
iPhone.
Is Mr. Woodson.
What you do is if you go on to him
Mm-hmm.
and hit the three dots, you can
Yeah.
rename.
Yeah, I see it now. I tried to do it. I couldn't do it as host.
Mr. Woodson's going to speak with
Yeah.
Seymour, correct?
Yes, Mr. Woodson, I'm going to put you in the breakout room. Just hold on, and Mr. Jadala will meet you there. Hold
I
on
do
a
got the
second.
docket. I'm just still waiting on the please.
Oh, shoot.
Hold
on. Oh, go ahead.
Woodson?
Where did he go? I'm sorry, what? I took it down. Thank you.
Okay, Sam, Andre Woodson has an old show cause file that he owes money on. It's a limited access speeding. He owes 380.
Got it.
He has a driving while license suspended from back in 2018. Josh will amend it. I'm trying to find to double parking. 400.
All right.
All right.
Sam, room 1, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I lost our guy.
He's a goner.
Where'd he go?
I'll be back in a minute as soon as he shows back up.
Okay, I just let 2 more people in. Oh, wrong person. Shoot.
Hello, they said
You went in the breakout room. I don't know how you got in there. Hold on. Mr. Woodson, you're going to go in. I'm going to sign you to the breakout room right now. Click
Okay, thank you.
join. You're welcome. I'm not quite sure how that happened, Mr. McCormick.
It's okay.
Hold on 1 second. Just mute yourself for just a second, okay? Good morning, Mr. Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, we can't hear you. You need to connect with audio. Mr. Mitchell, can you hear me? No. Mr. Mitchell, you need to connect with audio if you can. The LG Stylo 5. Can you indicate what your name is, please?
Say your name.
Francisco Javier Rodriguez.
I'm sorry, say again.
Francisco Javier Rodriguez Coronel.
Okay, gotcha. Mr. Rodriguez, do you need to speak with the in-house attorney this morning?
Well, I have an attorney, but yeah,
You do have an
Yeah.
attorney? Who's your attorney?
His attorney's out of the country and he's not answering his phone that was supposed to be representing him. So he would like to speak to one.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to put you in a breakout room and just hang out and the attorney will get with you, okay?
Is this a public defender, you mean?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
thank you. You're gonna give me a public defense.
Wait. Mr. Rodriguez, it is, your first name is Javier?
Francisco Javier.
Francisco Javier. Hmm. Do you have a notice of what time your case is set for?
8:50.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Rodriguez. When you see the button that says join, go ahead and join. Mr. Mitchell, can you hear me? Brandon Joyner. The person who just joined that says Mr. Joyner. Sam, did you ever get the pleas? Okay,
I did not get the pleas, but just to let you know, I'm already on Mr. Woodson, and as soon as I get the pleas, we can move forward.
good, okay.
I'm gonna check my computer. I'm just gonna mute myself and turn off my video,
You're
okay?
fine, sure.
All right.
Mr. Giselle is just checking his computer real quick.
And Sean McCormick is back. He does not wish to speak with the MIDC attorney, correct?
Correct.
And we're ready on Mr. Woodson. I have not gotten the offers yet, but I'm ready on Mr. Woodson.
Mr. McCormick,
Yes, sir.
1 minute.
Okay.
Sammer, this is a case, Andre Keith Woodson.
After Your Honor, Sam Richardala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Woodson. Your Honor, for purposes of today's arraignment, would waive formal reading and waive formal reading, Your Honor. For purposes of the pretrial, he'd like to avail himself to the plea, to be pleading responsible to 1 count of double parking. And he understands that he has an outstanding matter for the speeding matter that he will immediately begin to pay, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Woodson, at the time of the stop back on January 7th, 2018, when you were pulled over in the city of Romulus, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
I'm going to accept your plea. I'm dismissing the original charge of driving while license suspended. I'm adding the civil infraction of double parking, no point offense. Your fines and costs total $400 on this case. You have an outstanding case in what's called show cause status. That's for you to show cause why you didn't take care of it. You're here today to take care of it. This case, you entered into a payment plan. You defaulted back in 2019. You owe $380. You have a total of $780. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
Yes, sir. You already may I address the court?
I didn't hear you.
May I address the court?
Sure. Through your attorney.
It doesn't. I'm just trying to figure out how, if I'm not able to come in person to pay it, should I do it via debit card, or how does that work?
I'm going to cover that. You can show up at the court. There are people there will answer the door. You can pay it in person. You can pay it at the court's drop box. You can pay it online, or you can pay it by U.S. mail.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
How are you paying it?
I'm gonna pay in cash.
Okay, so you're going to appear at the court.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last thing here. Your phone number ends in 7261, correct?
That's correct.
All right, pay it in the next 5 days and you'll be all set, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Sean McCormick. Mr.
Here.
McCormick, you chose not to speak with the in-house attorney, correct?
Yes, sir.
You have a driving while license suspended that occurred back on December 8th of 2020 in the city of Romulus. The prosecutor reviewed this file. He's willing to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended and add the no point civil infraction of double parking. Do you want to accept that plea?
Yes, sir.
You're accepting this plea freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You received a packet of papers in the mail that brought you to this Zoom hearing today, correct?
Yes.
In that packet of papers, there was an advice of rights form. You read that and understand those rights, correct?
Yes, sir.
That by reading and understanding that, you understand that by entering into this plea, that you're giving up the right to a trial before a judge or jury on this case, correct?
Yes.
by entering into this plea. I'm dismissing the original charge of driving while license suspended, adding the count of double parking. At the time of the stop back on December 8, 2020, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
I'm going to accept your plea. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days, correct?
I'm currently on a payment plan right now, and I've already made 2 payments.
So you're going to turn this over to collections?
Yes.
You're going to add this to your payment plan?
Yeah, the $400? Yes, that's fine.
All right. Your phone number ends in 0632, correct?
Is it possible if I could change that?
Go ahead.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Go ahead with your new cell number.
734-776-0583.
They're going to contact you in Downing Street in Melvindale, still correct?
Yes.
Pay close attention to your cell phone. They'll be contacting you, okay?
Okay.
You're all set.
All right. Thank you.
Paul Mitchell, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mitchell, Al Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial. Did you want to speak with the MIDC attorney today?
No.
You're declining the attorney, correct?
Yes.
You have a case before the court that back on January 14th of 2014, you were pulled over for driving while license suspended.
Yes.
The prosecutor's reviewed this file. He's willing to make you the offer of dismissing the original charge of driving while license suspended, adding the count of civil infraction of double parking, a no point offense. Do you want to accept that plea?
Yes.
You're entering into this plea freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
You understand that by entering into this plea, you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and before a jury, correct?
Yes.
You received a packet of information in the mail.
Yeah.
It had an advice of rights form, correct?
Yes.
You read that advice of rights form and understand it, correct?
Yes, sir.
At the time of the stop back on January 14th of 2014, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
I'm going to accept your plea. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days, correct?
Probably the next 10.
All right, pay it within the next 10 days. You can pay it in person at the court's drop box, by US mail, or online. How are you going to pay it?
Probably online.
Your phone number that we have on file ends in 4853. That's correct.
Yes, sir.
Pay it online in the next 10 days and you'll be all set, okay?
Okay, that was 400 and
$400. There
Okay.
may be a charge, a credit card fee or an online fee. I'm not aware of that.
okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're all
Okay.
set.
Thank you, sir. All right. Bye-bye. That's over. $400. Okay. Ugh.
The person who just joined with the identifier of iPhone, can you give us your name, please?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Sure, I can. Your name?
Tierra Carson. I was told to come back
What
Monday.
time, what time is your case set for?
8:40. 8:40.
Are you sure?
Well,
I don't have you on
I
the
was-
docket.
Okay, I was told to come back Monday because I came on Friday.
You probably for an arraignment, maybe. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Yep.
Magistrate, can Attorney Jadala have the plea offer, please, on Rodriguez?
Hold on 1 minute. It's a dismiss the driving while license suspended. And he has a civil infraction failing to stop leaving an alley or a private drive. Dismiss, reduce the case to a double parking, $400.
Which guy was this?
Javier Rodriguez, he's in breakout room number 1.
Okay, so the failure to stop is a double parking. The DWLS is dismissed.
Yep, but I'm going to amend the civil infraction for bookkeeping purposes.
All right, so amend the failure to stop to a double parking, DWLS dismissed.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Right,
Javier
Michelle?
Rodriguez in breakout room, right?
Yep, number 1. Thank you.
No problem.
Miss Carson, what was your first name?
Sierra, T as in Tom, IERRA.
Okay, just mute yourself for a second. I'm going to try to look it up.
Okay, let me see if I can. Okay. Thank you. I don't know where to do it. Oh, there we go.
See your name in our system. What's your name in our system? Let's see.
Attorney Samuel Sal, okay?
Attorney what? No.
The iPhone that's joining right now, can I have your name, please?
Francisco Javier Rodriguez.
No. I have you, Mr. Rodriguez. The new person, the woman who's just joining with the iPhone, can I have your name?
Brittany Stiegel.
Do you know what time your case was set for?
9:10.
Brittany Spiegel?
Stiegel, yes. STE.
Stiegel, I got it.
Yes.
Do you need to speak to the in-house attorney this morning?
I don't know.
They're dropping the one.
I'll put you in a breakout room and I'll have the attorney speak to you in a few minutes. When you see it, just click to join, okay?
Okay.
The driving while license suspended. Given the failure to stop. No points. No nothing. The traffic pilot. Like stop sign.
Sam, are we ready for Javier?
Yes,
We are, Your Honor.
Okay. Javier Rodriguez, correct?
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Richard Alla, P62186. Waive formal reading and stand mute, Your Honor. And Mr. Rodriguez would like to avail himself to the plea.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, time of the stop on February 15th of 2021, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
yes.
Mr. Rodriguez,
Oh, yes,
when you were pulled over back on the 15th of February of this year, did you have a valid driver's license?
yeah, but I don't have it. I don't have it with me. I have one from Mexico, but I wasn't have it with me.
So you did not have a Michigan driver's license, correct?
Correct,
Sam, you can hear him, correct?
correct.
Correct, Judge.
Okay, all right, I'll accept your plea. I've dismissed the original charge of driving while license suspended. I'm amending, and I've dismissed the failure to stop, leaving a drive. I've amended it to a double parking. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay it in the next 5 days.
Okay,
What is your cell number, Mr. Rodriguez?
513-253-7391.
Pay it in the next 5 days and you'll be all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You done?
The next one is Brittany Stegall, Stegall. Sam, she's currently in breakout room number 1.
You're gonna go pay on, you're gonna pay online or something.
What's the offer on Stiegel?
Okay. Same thing, Sam.
Double parking,
Yep,
400?
yep.
Sounds good.
The person with the identifier is Brandon Joyner. You need to make your audio, please. Brandon Joyner. Miss Carson,
Yes,
we can't find your name in the system at all. Do you think you have a case with our court?
I do have a case with your court.
At the 34th District Court in Romulus?
Yep, at the 34th District Court, Romulus.
And your name is
it was
Sierra,
on the-
Cierra Carson?
Nope.
That's the
it's
name you
Sierra,
gave me.
T as in time. No, I'm sorry. You probably misunderstood. I have a lot of noise. It's T as in time.
Tierra
that's it.
Carson?
Yes, that's very easy to mix up. So
Okay,
yeah.
hold on a second, because you're not on our docket.
Okay.
Okay, I don't currently have you on our docket. You have a warrant out for you. So you,
I have my case number. I just want to pay my ticket.
no, I understand that it's a case that needs to be set before a magistrate or a judge.
Yeah.
So you can either go through our online email the court or call our court and get direction through there.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
I
because you're not on,
can't do-
you are not on our docket this morning.
Okay.
Okay, morning, Josh.
Good morning. Al, did you get my message this morning?
Yep, got it.
All right, I appreciate it. It starts at 9:30, so.
Sam, are you ready on Mr. Gall?
We are.
Sam, go ahead.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Richardala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Stegall. For purposes of arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute. At this time, Stegall would like to avail himself to the plea of one count of double parking with a $400 fine, Judge.
Ms. Segal, at the time of the stop on March 11th of 2021, when you were pulled over in the city of Romulus, did you have a valid license?
No.
I'm going to accept your plea. I'm dismissing the original charge of driving while license suspended. It's a misdemeanor. I'm adding the civil infraction of double parking, a 0-point offense. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
I can't in the next 5 days.
How long will you need, or do you want to have collections contact you?
Can we try like 2 weeks? I know next week I have my car payment is it gets directly pulled out of my paycheck, so I won't have the $400, but I will have it the next following week.
That was my case, Attorney Sam Richardala.
What is your cell number?
734-318-3456.
All right. Pay it in the next 14 days and you'll be all set, okay?
All righty, thank you.
Yep.
That's my client. Asano is the last name, A-S-A-N-O.
The person with the name, you're good to go, Mr. Gall.
All right,
The
thank you.
person with the name Brandon Joyner, can you identify yourself, please? I don't show you on our docket. We don't have anybody in our waiting room.
Okay. I'll be back.
Good morning, Ms. Guerin. Good morning, Ms. Guerin.
Good morning.
Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning?
No.
Can you hold on just one moment, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, the person with the identifier Calvin that just joined?
Yes, ma'am.
No,
hello,
Ms.
can you
Guerin,
hear
you
me?
hold on a second. Yes, can you give me your last name, please?
Lassiter, Lassiter.
Got it. Mr. Lassiter, would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning?
Yeah, if I'm supposed to.
Okay, hold on a second.
I just need the offer whenever you get a chance.
One more time.
No, hold on, Mr. Lassiter. Mr. Jadala, do you have the plea shot?
I do not.
Okay. Would you like to have my phone number?
Samer, I'm gonna send you the pleas and the police reports for the ones that aren't just like the typical. Okay.
Sounds good, Josh.
Josh, can you give Mr. Jadala the plea offer on Calvin Lassiter, please?
Yeah. I gotta look that up.
Mr. Lassiter, I'm going to put you in breakout room number 1. When you see it, will you please click on join?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead and hit join, Mr. Lassiter. Ms. Guerin, we're just waiting on the magistrate. Should be just a second.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, Michelle, where are we at?
Nancy Guerin, Gerren, and she would not like to speak to the in-house. It is set at 9:40.
Mr. Silver. Good morning. How are you today? I'm well, thanks.
Mr. Lassiter's here too.
Yes, and he wants to speak to Sam. Can
Nancy Guerin,
Yes, sir.
good morning.
Good morning.
Al Hindman, the magistrate. You received a packet of information that brought you to this hearing today in the mail, correct?
Yes,
You read that information, correct?
yes,
One of those sheets was an advice or rights form. You read and understand that, correct?
yes,
Prosecutor's making an offer that they're going to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended, a misdemeanor. They're going to add the no point civil infraction and double parking in place of that. You willing to accept that plea
yes, sir.
freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that by accepting this plea, you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and before a jury, correct?
Yes, sir.
At the time of the stop back on July 9th, way back in 2016, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir, I did not.
I'm going to accept your plea. Your fines and costs are going to total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days, correct?
If it be possible, I can pay a portion of it today and pay the remainder on the 26th.
All right, hold on.
I do have a payment plan with the court on other cases that I made a substantial payment on a while back.
How
So
much are you paying today?
I can pay 200 today and then pay the remaining 200 on the 26th.
Your phone number ends in 8644, correct?
Yes, sir.
You're paying that in person at the court's drop box by US mail or online?
I will be paying it online.
Pay it, reference this case number. Tell me when you're ready.
Go ahead.
16-3045.
16-3045.
Yep, you're all set.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a great day.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I know,
So you can
Mr.
put-
Lassiter, the breakout room ended. Just give it 1 second. I have to redo it.
All right, you can put them in the breakout room. I have the offer now.
Go ahead, Mr. Lassiter. You should be able to click on join again. Or wait, no, hold on a second. Let me start them over.
I don't have a plea agreement for him.
There was nobody in the breakout room with me. I was in there alone.
Go ahead, Mr. Lassiter, and click on join. Mr. Jalal will come in there. He was waiting for your plea offer. Good morning, Mr. Joyner. Let's try this again. Can you give me your name and what time your case is set for, please? The person who just joined with the identifier Brandon Joyner, can you please give me your name and what case you're here on?
Hey, we're ready.
Sam, how'd we do?
We are ready on Mr. Lassiter.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, we're going to waive formal reading and stand mute for Mr. Lassiter. I'm Attorney Sam Rigidala, P62186. Mr. Lassiter is going to avail himself to the plea. Your Honor, the drag racing charge is being reduced to double parking. The reckless driving is being reduced to a careless driving, and he's pleading as charged to driving while license suspended. Your Honor, he understands the rights he is waiving by pleading guilty today, and is ready to proceed, Your Honor.
The reckless driving is being reduced to what?
Careless driving, Judge, careless.
Because let me tell you where we're at now. Now I don't have pleas. I don't have any plea agreement on this guy, so I've got to reinvent the wheel.
Al, I sent you the pleas. Do you need me to resend them to you?
No, I got your emails. It's just in this file in particular, there's no plea.
Okay. All right.
We were on a heck of a roll, Josh, and then Sam didn't have pleas, but now I got them. But on this file, I don't.
Okay.
So with all that said, let's just go through this file this way. What are we doing with the driving while license suspended?
He would be pleading guilty as charged to the driving with license suspended.
Mr. Lassiter, at the time of the stop back on November 6th of 2020, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
We'll accept your plea to driving while license suspended. Your fines and costs total $400. That's on case number that ends in 935 C. Charles. We'll get to the payment part in a minute. The reckless driving case is being reduced to a careless.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Sam, you want to go into factual basis for the plea on the careless driving?
On that date and time when you were pulled over, isn't it true that you were in fact careless?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to accept your plea. I've dismissed the original charge of reckless driving, added the count of careless driving. Your fines and costs on this case total $375. The drag racing case, what do we do on that?
Your Honor, we're going to reduce that to double parking with a fine of $200.
Factual basis, Sam. Mr. Lassiter, at the time of the stop on November 6, 2020 for reckless driving, were you reckless driving?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to accept your plea. I've dismissed the original charge of drag racing, added no point.
Back into your screen share. Yep. And if Mr. Ruff is there,
$200 on that
I
case.
just got this order this morning. Okay,
Your Honor, there's somebody talking over you.
I'm gonna be issuing it as soon as I can.
Your fines and costs on all three cases total $975. When can you pay that?
Can I have about a couple weeks?
Your phone number ends in 4278, correct?
Yes, 734-749.
You can pay this in the next 14 days?
Or
do you need more
yeah.
time? You get to let me know.
A month is like the max, but 2 weeks should be perfect.
collections may contact you at your cell number, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Good morning. The person that just joined with the identifier is iPhone. Can you give me your name, please?
Yes, I am Quentin Jefferson.
Good morning, Mr. Jefferson. What time was your case set for?
Good morning. My case was set for 9:40 a.m.
Okay, yep, I gotcha. Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning?
Is it absolutely necessary for me to
It's not
speak with?
necessary, but he is available if you would like to speak with him. You can
I don't really think I need an attorney.
What is your first name, Mr. Jefferson?
That's Quentin, Quintin.
And you feel you do not need a free court-appointed attorney, correct?
Yes,
Just so you know, you have 2 driving while licensed suspended misdemeanors. You have a case what's called show cause status. It's for you to show cause why you owe and have not paid $430 on a speeding ticket. And you have another speeding ticket.
Yeah, I had sort of a
Mr. Jefferson, these cases go back to 2018 and 2020. So
Yes.
you're gonna, you do not want a court-appointed attorney?
It sounds like that it will be in my favor to get a court-appointed attorney based off of what you just read me. I would assume.
Okay. All right, Michelle, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Jefferson, I'm going to put you into a breakout room. When you see it at the bottom of your screen, just click join, please. And the attorney will meet you there.
Okay.
Sam, number 1 for Quentin Jefferson. The person who just joined again, Mr. Joyner, please let me know which case you're here for. You need to click with audio, please.
Michelle, on Jefferson, the speeding ticket's gonna be the double parking.
The speeding, okay, thank you.
His show cause speeding, he's gotta pay.
Okay.
Looks like we don't have an officer on Asano either, so I'm ready as well.
Stammer whenever you're ready.
For Your Honor, Sam Richardala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Quentin Jefferson. Your Honor, for purposes of today's arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Mr. Jefferson would like to avail himself to the plea, where he'll be pleading responsible to one count of double parking with an $800 fine. All other matters are being dismissed.
The only thing that's not getting dismissed is a speeding ticket that goes back to 2018. We'll talk about that at the end.
Okay.
A factual basis for Mr. Jefferson's plea on having your license suspended. On the date you were pulled over on December 14th of 2020, did you have a valid license?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I can't. Background, a lot of background noise.
At the time of the stop on December 14th, 2020, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
I did not.
I'm going to accept your plea. I'm dismissing case number 18-3323. That's a driving while license suspended case from July 28th of 2018. I'm dismissing the driving while license suspended that occurred back on December 14th of 2020. And I'm amending the speeding ticket. I'm dismissing the speeding charge, adding the count of double parking. Your fines and costs on these cases total $800. You can pay that when?
Is a payment plan option available?
Yeah.
I can get that.
You still got another old case we got to deal with, but it's $800 on the plea agreement. Your phone number ends in 7503, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're still on Goodell, correct?
I am, yes. That's my current address.
You have an old 2018 speeding ticket out of the city of Romulus that you owe $430. We're going to turn that over to collections also, correct?
Yes, sir.
Pay close attention to your cell phone in the next few days. They'll be contacting you, okay?
Yes, sir. And the $360 that I've already paid towards the courts, what does that necessarily go towards?
I don't see any of that in my files. When you get contacted by the collections department, they'll go over it with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. That wraps up Mr. Jefferson.
All right. Have a good day.
Yep.
Good morning, Miss Love.
Good morning.
Would you like to speak with the in-house attorney this morning?
No.
Magistrate Miss Kashanda Love is present. And she's indicating that she would not like to speak to the attorney.
You said I want to speak to my attorney that was given to me.
We have an in-house attorney that is present that is no charge to you that you could speak to this morning and go over
Okay,
this.
yes.
You would
Yes,
like to
that's
speak to
fine.
him now? Okay. I'm going to put you in a breakout room and he will join you there.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sam, Miss Kashanda Love is going to go into breakout room number 1.
Sounds good.
Good morning. The person with the identifier is Brandon Joyner.
Yes, I'm here.
There you go. Now we have audio. What time is your case set for?
10:40.
And would you like to speak with the in-house attorney this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me just a second, okay? You're going to see a button and you're going to click join. You're going to wait for a few minutes because he's speaking to someone else right now, okay?
Okay. Am I supposed to have video on here?
Usually you do, yes.
How does that work?
You have to click on join with audio and video. Click your video button. Are you on a phone or?
Yes, I'm on. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Got it. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, hold on just a second.
All right.
It took you a few tries this morning, I know.
Me a few. Yes, it did.
I was trying to help you, but just click join and then he'll meet you there, Mr. Jadal, in a few minutes. You froze. Did you get that? That's Brandon Joyner. He's at 1040.
Yep.
Good morning, Miss Williams.
Good morning.
What time is your case set for today?
10. They told me to be.
Yep, no, you're good.
I'm sorry, can you see me?
I
Oh.
just see a frozen screen. To
Sorry.
see a picture. There you go. Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning? Or would you like to hear the offer from the magistrate from the prosecutor?
Just the offer.
Okay, hold on a second. Magistrate, this is Latoya Williams is ready.
Good morning, Latoya Williams, correct? Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Morning.
Ms. Williams, Al Hindman, the magistrate, you received a packet in the mail and that's why you're here today, because you received a bunch of paperwork. Do we agree?
Yes.
And in that paperwork, there was an advice or rights form. You read that form, correct?
I'm sorry. The information I received was the notice to appear in court after I paid the bond. I just want to make sure I'm understanding.
There's another case, Michelle, that I don't have a plea agreement on, so I don't know what Josh is doing in it. But so, Miss Williams, you didn't receive an advice or rights form in the mail?
No, I just received this notice to appear in court. I paid bond for a ticket that I had. Then I received the court date. And then I received the letter telling me
Well,
about the
let's
court
get
date.
the administrative part of this taken care of. Hold on. This is a driving while license suspended case that occurred back on June 16th of 2016. You familiar with it?
I am.
Yes.
I can't tell you what the plea offer is from the prosecutor because I don't have it.
Sam, do you have what the plea offer is for a Latoya Williams?
I will look.
Thank you.
Double parking, $400.
Miss Williams, the prosecutor is making you the offer to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended and add the count of double parking, a no-point civil infraction in place of that charge. You willing to accept that offer?
Yes.
Freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
You understand that by taking this offer, you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and a jury on this charge?
Yes.
At the time of the stop on June 16th of 2013, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, I did not.
Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days? Or you need time to pay?
I need time to pay, please.
Your cell number ends in 0149, correct?
Yes.
Pay close attention to it. The collections department's going to call you and make a payment plan, okay?
Okay.
You have a good day.
Okay, thank you. And just to confirm, $400 need to be paid and I will be on a payment plan once I receive the call. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much.
You have a good day.
Sam, Mr. Joyner, Brandon Joyner is in room 2. I'll sign you after we do this plea.
Okay.
What are we do? Who are we doing?
Your Honor, respectfully, Sam Reginald on Miss Love. We're going to wait for a reading and stand mute. Miss Love is pleading guilty to responsible to one count of double parking, $400. Everything else is being dismissed, Judge.
Kashonda Love, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
You are in agreement with your attorney on this case that they're going to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended. They're going to dismiss the registration or plate violation. They're going to dismiss the CCW disclosure, and they're going to dismiss the DWLS. We're going to amend the registration or plate violation to a double parking. You agreement with that?
Yes.
Time of the stop back on February 24th this year when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No.
I'm going to accept your plea. Your fines and costs total $600.
Okay.
You can pay that in the next 5 days.
Can I get a little bit more time?
How much time do you need?
Maybe 2 weeks.
I need your cell number.
313-673-8324.
All right, and you can pay that in the next 14 days.
Okay.
All right, I've accepted your plea, dismissed the driving while license suspended, dismissed the CCW disclosure and the registration or plate violation. I added the count to the registration or plate charge of double parking.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Do I just make like the payments out to?
34th District Court. You're going to pay that in person at the court's drop box by US mail or online.
Okay, yes. Okay, thank you.
All right. You're all set.
Okay, thanks. Have a good day.
Devin Bridgman,
Yes, here.
good morning. Would you like to
Morning.
speak with our in-house attorney this morning?
No, I'm fine.
Devin
hold-
Bridgman, correct?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Bridgman, correct?
Correct.
Hold on.
Hi, this is Oscar Lovett. Sorry, I'm here for Gal Gas.
Evan L. Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. He's reviewed your file. He's willing to dismiss the original charge, add the count a 0-point civil infraction of double parking. Your fines and costs agreed amount of $200. Are you in agreement with that?
Could you repeat that for me one more time, please?
The prosecutor reviewed the file. He's willing to dismiss the original charge of operating an unregistered vehicle. He's going to add the 0-point civil infraction of double parking in place of that charge, a no point offense for a agreed amount of $200. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
At the time of the stop back on December 19th of 2020, did you have a valid registered vehicle? Asking you a question, Mr.
I'm
Bridgman.
sorry. I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. December 19th, 2020.
Well, you were pulled over. That's why you just said you were going to accept a plea agreement that.
Yeah, but I was pulled over for having no insurance. I do believe that the vehicle is registered.
Well, then that's why we asked you in the beginning of these pretrials if you want to speak with a MIDC attorney. That's their sole purpose of being here, is to help guide you through these cases. Michelle, put him in a breakout room and let him speak with the attorney, okay?
Okay.
I think Mr. Joyner got stuck in the breakout room.
Yeah, can you go get him out?
I will.
Thank you. Mr. Bridgman, you're going to
Yes.
see a button at the bottom that's going to say join. Please click that, and the MIDC attorney will meet you in there shortly.
Okay.
You should see it now. Just click on join.
My prediction was wrong on that one.
Okay, the interpreter was trying to leave. Ma'am, we still don't have it cut yet. Okay, I would, so.
Miss Sorrell, which case are you here on? Is
I
it for
got
yourself?
Yes,
What time is your case set for?
at 10:10.
Okay, I see you. Just, would you like to speak with the in-house attorney this morning?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just hold on. You're going to see at the bottom of your screen, it's going to say join, and click on that, and he'll be with you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay, thank
There's
you.
one in front of you.
Okay.
Another rubber band to keep these together?
No, I'll just leave them that one more that way. Sam, whenever you're ready, who do you have?
For Your Honor, Sam Rigidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Brandon Joyner. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. At this time, Mr. Joyner is respectfully requesting a pretrial on this matter.
So we're going to adjourn it, correct?
Correct, Judge.
Mr. Joyner, your address is good on Rossini Drive, Detroit, correct?
No, sir, I have moved since then.
Go ahead with your address slowly.
It's 19345 Washburn Street, Washburn, Detroit, Michigan, 48221.
Your cell number, please.
586-277-7719.
I've entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf. They'll adjourn this case. You'll get a new notice at that address.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
You're all set, Mr. Joyner.
Okay. Good morning. Is it Miss Agers?
Yes,
What time was your case set for?
10:10.
Would you like to speak with the in-house attorney this morning?
No, I don't
would-
think so.
Or do you want to just hear the offer from the prosecutor? The magistrate can give it to you. One moment, please.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have Miss Agers, Agurs.
Brianna, correct?
Correct.
Al Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. You received an advice of rights with your paperwork in the mail, correct?
Correct.
You've read that form, correct?
Correct.
This is another case that I do not have a plea agreement on. But I'm going to shoot from the hip. Go ahead. I'm going to shoot from the hip. I guess the prosecutor reviewed your file and they're willing to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended.
Good morning. I can hear you now. My fault. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Mr. Alverson, hold on just a minute, please.
Okay.
You know, Michelle, I don't want to make an error. Because
Are we talking to me? Or?
No,
I've asked Josh to join and he's not answering me.
Because the last file that didn't have a plea agreement in it, they adjourned it. I'm wondering if there's a reason. Miss Augers, stand by, okay?
Okay.
Sit tight.
Okay.
Michelle, the next person.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Alverson.
Good morning.
Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning? Or would you like to hear the plea offer from the prosecutor?
I can go and put a notice.
Mr. Alverson, your case again has to be held on to for a couple minutes. There's no plea agreement in the file.
Okay.
So let both of them go to see Sammer, okay?
I just asked Josh again to join us to tell us what they were. Magistrate, I have the plea offer from Mr. Kaplan on Miss Agers. It is a double parking with a fine of $400. Dismiss the DWLS.
Hey, Brianna?
Yes.
The prosecutor, again, like I thought, is offering you to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended, add the 0-point civil infraction of double parking. Are you willing to accept that plea?
Yes.
And that's freely and voluntarily, correct?
Correct.
And you understand that by accepting this plea, you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and before a jury, correct?
Correct.
At the time of the stop on September 20th, way back in 2014, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No.
I'm accepting your plea. I'm dismissing the original charge, adding the 0-point offense of double parking. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
Yes.
You can pay that in person or at the court's drop box, by US mail, or online. How are you paying it?
Online.
Your phone number ends in 7556, correct?
Correct.
Pay it online in the next 5 days and you'll be all set.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Magistrate, I have the plea offer on Devin Elverson. That would be a double parking, $200. Dismiss the fail to display and fail to change address.
Ms. Alverson, you're declining the attorney, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Alverson, the plea offer is they're going to dismiss the original charge of failed to display a valid license. They're going to add the 0-point offense of double parking. Are you in agreement with that plea?
Yes.
You're entering into this plea freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
You understand that by entering into this plea, you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and before a jury on this charge, correct?
Yes, sir.
At the time of the stop on December 10th, way back in 2020, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
Yes, sir.
I'm accepting your plea. Your fines and costs total $200. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
Yes, sir.
You're paying it in person at the court's drop box, by US mail, or online.
I'm gonna do it online.
And your phone number ends in 4078, correct?
Yes, sir.
You're all set. Pay it in the next 5 days and you'll be all set.
All right, thank you.
Civil infraction of failed to change address. I'm dismissing that charge. You're all set. Michelle?
Thank you.
Michelle,
Yes,
I should have pushed that onto that orange file. Are you all right with that?
but it's okay. I'm good.
Sam, or whenever you're ready.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Rigidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Sorrell. Your Honor, for purposes of today's arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Mr. Sorrell will be pleading responsible to one count of double parking with a $400 fine, Judge.
Ms. Sorrell, at the time of the stop on December 7, 2019, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, I didn't.
I'm accepting your plea. I'm dismissing the original charge of driving while license suspended, adding the 0-point offense, civil infraction of double parking. Your fines and costs total $400.
Okay, I also had another court date for today with you at the same time for the no impeding traffic or something, impeding traffic or something. But he said he couldn't find it, but I mean, I have the
Check that,
paper.
Michelle.
Yeah, Judge, she says she has another matter today. I don't see it on the docket. All I saw was the DWLS, but she says she also had an impeding traffic ticket. I don't know if you showed that.
I show it on this charge. Hold on. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Michelle, if she could jump into JIS and check it.
I'm looking. It looks like she has a charge where she owes $115 still. Failed to display a license?
No, that's from I think Belleville. I'm here for court for Romulus.
No, I understand. I can bring up everything though for you.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm
I don't
paying-
show an
paying that one.
impeding, okay, hold on. I show an impeding traffic, but it was closed.
Oh, okay. I
Okay,
didn't know.
so you're good with that one.
Yeah, the 115 for the other case, because I'm like paying like 3 different tickets. So every time I get paid, I'm paying on all 3 of them. I'm gonna have that paid on the 24th. I get paid on the 24th, so I can have that whole 115 on that case paid for.
Doing the same thing.
Okay.
All right, where are we at with her civil infraction?
It's closed.
All right. So you could pay this in the next 5 days, Ms. Sorrell?
Can I at least get like a month? Because I'm in
Yeah,
the middle
that's
of
not a
paying
problem.
like, okay, because I'm paying like 3 tickets right now.
Magistrate Hindman, she's on the collection payment agreement now.
Your phone number ends in 7809, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll turn this over to collections. Pay close attention to your phone, all right?
Okay.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Yep.
Sam, Mr. Bridgman is waiting in room 1. He's been there a while.
John Calvin. Michelle, I don't have a plea agreement.
Okay, hold on. Sam, I moved you to breakout room 1 with Mr. Bridgman.
John Calvin.
Yes, sir.
Al Hindman, the magistrate. How are you?
Good. How are you, sir?
I'm fair. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. You have a driving while license suspended case that goes way back into 2017. Do
Yes,
you want
sir.
to see the in-house attorney?
No. I mean, I had spoke to Teresa Patton, I believe her name was. This was like a few months back or whatever, and my sister ended up passing away, and it was a crazy ordeal. Why I didn't end up showing up to court last time, so I really do apologize about that, sir. And she had an agreement kind of wrote out for me where they were gonna drop it down to, I believe it was like some type of like a parking ticket, which I don't know if you guys are still able to do that or not. And if you're not, then it's okay. I know I was in the wrong, sir, and I just want to
All
make
right,
it
so
right.
you're declining the MIDC attorney, correct?
Yes, sir.
The prosecutors offered to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended, add the 0-point offense, civil infraction of double parking. You want to accept that plea?
Yes, sir.
At the time of the stop on January 25th, 2017, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
I'm going to accept your plea. Your fines and costs total $400, and you can pay that in the next 5 days.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes, sir. I could pay that Thursday morning.
Okay. And your phone number ends in 6460, correct?
Yes, sir.
Pay it in the next 5 days, and you'll be all set.
I will have that done by Thursday afternoon, sir.
Very good.
Appreciate it. All set?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Good morning, Mr. Malinowski. You need to click with audio, please.
Oh. Richard Malinowski.
I don't think he joined with audio.
Okay, now I can hear you guys.
There you go.
Richard.
Yes, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fair. Al Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. You have two cases: operated while suspended, failure on a financial responsibility, and a failed to stop and identify after a property damage accident. Do you want to speak with the MIDC attorney that's here today? Mr. Malinowski.
I did not hear you.
You have two misdemeanor cases. A
Yes.
failed to stop and identify after a property damage accident and drop operating while suspended for a financial responsibility suspension. Do you want to speak with the in-house MIDC attorney today? Michelle.
Yes. I'll
That's
just put him in a breakout room.
twice.
Mr. Malinowski? Mr. Malinowski, can you hear me? Mr. Malinowski? Hello? Mr. Jadala is back.
Hello?
Sam, we're on Devin Bridgman, correct?
Yes, respect for your honor, Sam Richardala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Bridgman. For purposes of today's arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Mr. Bridgman will be pleading responsible to one charge of double parking with a $200 fine. Original matters being dismissed.
Mr. Bridgman, at the time of the stop on December 19, 2020, when you were pulled over, did you have a unregistered vehicle?
No, I did not.
I'm accepting your plea. Your fines and costs total $200. I've dismissed the original misdemeanor charge and added the 0-point civil infraction of double parking, and the fines and costs are $200. You can pay in the next 5 days.
Okay.
You can, correct?
Yes.
Your phone number ends in 4834, correct?
Correct.
You have a good day.
You too.
Madeline Mazzola,
Good morning.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Fair. Al Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. We have an MIDC attorney available. Do you want to speak with that attorney? You have a failed to display a license and a driving while license expired from back on August 31st, 2020.
Yes, please.
You'll enter a breakout room shortly and the
Thank
attorney
you.
will appear.
Go ahead and, okay. Sam, Miss Mazzola's in room 1. Mr. Malinowski?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning?
Yes, I would.
Okay, just hold on. I'm going to put you in a breakout room. You have one person in front of you and just hold on. When you see it says click join, please click on that.
Okay.
Michelle,
Yes.
I don't understand why this is, there's no plea agree, there's a plea agreement, but it's guilty on both of these.
For
She has
which,
perfect
for
driving.
who?
Mazzola.
Okay, let me check. Sam, do you have a plea agreement for Miss Mazzola?
I
do.
have one, Michelle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
just not in agreement with it. I'll handle it. Sam, go ahead.
Your Honor, we're going to wait for a reading and stand mute. Attorney Sam Mercadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Ms. Mazzola. Ms. Mazzola would like to avail herself to the plea. She'll be pleading responsible to one count of double parking with the $200 fine. The original charges are being dismissed.
I'm doing some paperwork. Sit tight. Michelle, I'm dismissing the fail to display. Ms. Mazzola, back at the time of the stop on August 31st, 2020, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid driver's license?
No.
I'm accepting your plea. I'm dismissing the original charge of expired license, adding the 0-point civil infraction of a double parking in place of that. Your fines and costs total $200. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
Yeah. Yes.
Your phone number ends in 5168, correct?
Correct.
Pay it in the next 5 days and you'll be all set.
And I just looked that up on the court
I didn't hear
website.
you. What?
And I just find that through the court website. Through my
Yeah,
name.
pay online, yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Reference
Appreciate it.
this number though, reference a ticket number that ends in 5559 C Charles.
55.
5559 C Charles.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Magistrate, was that $200?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Malinowski, can you please rejoin that breakout room?
Yes, how do I do that?
Feel like you did it before. Click
Okay.
join at the bottom. Sam, he's going to breakout room number 2. I'll reassign you.
Sounds good.
What was that? You're back.
Hold on, they ended. Hold on, I have to redo them.
Yeah, a warning comes up and tells you. Keep them open for a day.
There we go.
Sam, I'm ready when you are.
Ready, Your Honor, Sam Rijadala, appearing on behalf of Mr. Malinowski. Mr. Malinowski, we're going to wait for a reading and stand mute. It will be pleading to one count of failure to report and no operator's license on person. The original charges are being dismissed.
So on the fail to stop and identify after a property damage accident, what are we doing there?
That's going to become a failure to report, Judge.
Mr. Malinowski, at the time of this offense back on the December 14, 2020, did you fail to report an accident?
Yes.
I'm going to accept your plea on that. Your fines and costs on that case total $200. You can pay that in the next 5 days?
Yes, I can pay it today.
All right, hold on. Your phone number ends in 8929, correct?
Yes.
And you're operated while suspended is going to be reduced to the charge of no ops on person, correct, Sam?
Correct, Judge.
Plea, your fines and costs on this case total $275, total $475. You can pay that today, correct?
I can pay the 200 and I can pay the other 275 like tomorrow.
Okay, very good. Pay it all within the next 5 days and you'll be all set.
Okay. And then which am I referencing?
I didn't hear you. What?
What am I referencing when I go online to pay it?
Numbers, the following case. Do you have any of your paperwork in front of you?
Yeah, I got both of the papers in front of me.
All right, the 275 payment ticket number ends in 656B boy.
Okay.
And the other one ends in 656A Adam for 200.
Okay, so do two separate payments then.
Yeah. Well, no, you can make it on one. Just you'll see a place for those numbers.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You're all set.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Ms. Jarrett, good morning. Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning?
No, just trying to get caught up on the court date.
Ms. Jarrett is ready to speak with you.
That's for me.
Yes. Mr. Baldwin, would you like to speak with the in-house attorney this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You're going to see something that says join break room and click on join. He'll be there in a minute.
Okay.
Alicia, it's another case. I don't have a plea agreement, but that's not a problem.
It's double parking, $200 for Ms. Jarrett.
Okay. Ms. Jarrett, the prosecutor reviewed your file. He's willing to dismiss the original charge and add the count a 0-point civil infraction of double parking. Do you want to accept that plea?
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, I'm sorry. My voice is
You're
gone.
entering that plea freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and before a jury, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your fines and costs in this case total $200. I've dismissed the original misdemeanor and added the civil infraction of double parking. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
I can pay it today.
Pay it reference the ticket number that ends in 375 and you'll be all set, okay?
Okay, I have a question. This the only one from, what year was this?
This is happened in 2015.
Okay.
That's all I had.
Yeah, it doesn't, mine doesn't say the date, but
Right, the date of the offense is May 3rd, 2015.
okay, I was making sure because that's the only one that I had with Romulus. I just didn't know.
Yep. All right, pay it in the
Okay.
pay it today and you'll be all set, okay?
Okay, so all I have to do is put in the ticket number.
Yep.
Miss
Just
Jarrett
one-
also has a $45 FAC pending on an old case from 2015. Wait, let me
what's
see.
that?
Wait, it was sorry. It has a
It's
different
this
middle
case.
name.
Yeah.
You're okay. It's not
Yep.
you. You have a
So
different middle
Miss,
name.
Jarrett, pay it, reference the ticket number 34thdistrictcourt.com and then go to payments.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions, call the court, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You have a good day.
You too. Okay. Sorry.
Sam, go ahead.
For your honor, Sam Richardala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Ms. Baldwin. For purposes of today's arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Ms. Baldwin would like to avail herself to the plea. The original charges are being dismissed. She's pleading responsible to double parking, $400 fine, Judge.
All right, again, this is another case for the record. I don't have a plea agreement. I'm dismissing the driving while license suspended with an offense date of February 23rd, 2021. I'll amend the equipment violation that I'm dismissing, but I'll amend it to double parking. Agreed, Sam?
Correct, Judge.
Ms. Baldwin, at the time of the stop on the 23rd of February, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No.
Your fines and costs on this case total, what was the agreed amount, Sam?
I'm sorry, Judge?
Was there an agreed amount on that, please?
400, Judge.
Pay $400 in the next 5 days and you'll be all set, okay?
Is there any possible way I can get a little more time, Judge?
Yep, hold on. What's your cell number?
313-318-2838.
Pay close attention to that cell number. The court will be calling you to set up a payment plan.
Okay, thank you.
All right? You're all set.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Judge, do you mind if I take a few seconds?
Go ahead. We're going to take a break, 5 minutes.
The person with the identifier is iPhone. Can you give me your name, please?
Brandy Jones.
Do you know what time your case was set at?
I thought it was 10:50.
Okay, hold on. Is it Brandy?
I.
Brandy, okay.
And Jones.
Mhm. Your hearing is set for May 17th at 8:50.
Hold on, Michelle, her middle name is what?
Joy.
Joy.
I have Brandy Joy's file, case
Yep.
number ending in 224A, Adam.
Yep,
Yeah.
it was set at 8:50, not 10:50.
Sorry.
It's okay. Would you like to speak with the in-house attorney today?
No, I don't believe so.
Excuse me. Brandy, the prosecutor reviewed your file. They're willing to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended. and
Okay.
no proof of insurance and amend that to a double parking 0-point civil infraction. Do you want to accept that plea?
Yes, please.
You're entering into that freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
You understand that by entering into this plea, you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and before a jury, correct?
Yes.
Back at the time of the stop on November 28, 2020, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
I did not, but it was not supposed to be suspended. And that was the documents that I was trying to get over to you guys.
For the plea purposes, when you were pulled over,
I
you
need-
didn't have a valid license, correct?
No.
Michelle, I'm going to just roll it over to the civil infraction. For a 20 case, that's okay, correct?
The other case looks like it is defaulted and she owes $270 on
No,
the
but
new
it-
proof insurance.
It's rolled into this plea. I know what you're saying, but for you dispoing wise, what do you want to do?
I'm good if you amend the DWLS. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm dismissing the driving while license suspended, amending it to the civil infraction double parking. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
Okay.
You can pay that in person at the court's drop box,
Okay.
by US mail or online. How you paying it?
I'll pay it in person.
All right. Within the next 5 days, correct?
Yes.
All right, pay it and you'll be all set.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yep,
What did we do with the no proof insurance?
it's dismissed.
I believe there's an FAC though.
It's, just let it go. I had already wrote that up the other way and had to rewrite it. We figure out our iPhone? Identify yourself for the record.
Mark Torty.
What is it?
Mark Torty.
Mark L. Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. We have a registration or plate violation from February 27th of this year, along with the driving with license, unlicensed or without a cycle endorsement. Do you want to speak with the in-house attorney on this case?
Yeah.
All right, I don't have a plea agreement on this file either. Michelle, he'll speak to Sam.
Okay, Mr. Torty, look at the bottom of your screen. You're going to see a button that says join. Click on that. See in room 2.
Good morning. Yep. Good morning. No audio. Click your microphone on your screen.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep. Your name for the record?
Quantica May.
Quantica, it's Al Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. You have a driving while license suspended case that goes back to February of last year. Do you want to speak with the in-house attorney?
Yes.
Okay, a breakout room is going to appear on your screen. You'll enter that breakout room. The attorney won't be there right away. He'll show up. You'll have a conversation. When you're done with that conversation, you'll click to leave it to come back, okay?
Yes, sir.
Al, can you tell me what time her case is set at? I can't find her.
Let me see here.
Oh, I found it.
I'm amazed how these plea agreements are hit and miss. But you know what? I'm figuring it out. Because if there's an old one in the file, he must be going with it. That's what it is.
Carrying out behalf of them for his permission. Officer has not shown up, Your Honor. It was set for a former hearing, Your Honor. It was set, Your Honor. No, that's what I said. Was it set by you or was it set by the court, Randy? It was set by, I'm not sure, Your Honor. Really, I don't know. The reason I ask is sometimes people ask for a formal hearing.
Respect for Your Honor, Sam Reginald, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Torty. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Mr. Torty would like to avail himself to the plea of one count of double parking with a $400 fine. The original 2 charges are being dismissed.
Mr. Torty, at the time of the stop, did you have a valid cycle endorsement?
No, sir.
I'm accepting your plea. I'm dismissing the original charge, adding the count of double parking. It's $200. I'm doing that on the plate violation, Michelle. I've dismissed the driving without a cycle endorsement. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
No, I cannot.
I need your cell number.
734-680-0598.
The collections department of contact set up a payment. You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
Brandon Smith.
Hold on.
I don't think he has any audio. Jeff, what are you here on today?
Ernest Yarborough at 1110.
Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith.
Hello?
Brandon Smith.
Yes, Judge. Attorney Samar Jadala appearing on behalf of Salah Abdullah. Your Honor, I had an opportunity to speak with Prosecutor Morgan. He said he was going to talk with the officer who is here to see if there could be any further pleas. I did not hear back yet.
I don't have that, even the case you're talking about. I don't even know the name. What is the name?
Having the authority to do so, we can do that, Judge.
Sam.
Having the authority to do so, we can do so, Judge.
I'll try it one more time. I don't know the name, haven't heard the name. I was writing when you were talking, so I need the name of the case first.
I'm sorry, Judge.
The person with the identifier is Shatara. Can we have your name? You need to unmute. There you go.
Hi,
Good morning. What is your name?
Shatara Smith.
Shatara Smith. Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning?
I believe so, maybe.
He's
I'm not
okay.
sure.
Yep. He's an attorney that can explain the charges to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep. Hold on one second. When you see at the bottom of your screen, it's going to say join. Go ahead and click on join and wait there for a few minutes. He won't be there, but he will join shortly.
Okay.
The person with the name Brandon Smith. Sam, when you're ready, there's some, oh, she already went. Anthony Carter? Mr. Carter? There you go, Mr. Carter. Good morning. Mr. Carter, can you hear me? Mr. Carter, you need to join with audio. Can you hear me, Mr. Carter? Mr. Carter, do you have audio now? No.
All right, who's next?
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Merchidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Miss May. Your Honor, for purpose of arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Miss May is prepared to plead responsible to one count of double parking with a $400 fine. The original charge is being dismissed.
Miss May, at the time of the stop on the February 12th of last year when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
I'm accepting your plea. I'm dismissing the original misdemeanor charge of driving while license suspended, adding the 0-point civil infraction of double parking. Fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days. Or you need time
I
to
think
pay?
I'll be.
You need time to pay?
Yes, sir.
Your phone number ends in 7884, correct?
Yes, sir.
Collections is going to contact you by that number. Pay close attention to it, okay?
Okay.
You're all set. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
In respect for Your Honor, Sam Merchidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Shatara Smith. For purposes of arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Ms. Smith is prepared to plead responsible to one count of double parking with a $400 fine. The other 3 matters are being dismissed.
Ms. Smith, at the time of the stop back on February 26th of this year when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
I'm dismissing the driving while license suspended charge. I'm dismissing the speeding ticket. I'm amending the no proof of insurance to double parking. Your fines total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
I know next. Yeah, I can pay half of it in the
All right,
within
hold on.
the 5 days.
You can pay $200 in the next 5 days.
Yes, sir.
Balance when?
Excuse me.
Yeah, how much time do you need to pay the balance?
Give me 2 weeks and it'll be paid off.
Balance within 14 days. Do we agree?
Yes.
Your cell number is what?
248-862-0032.
All right. You have a good day. You're all set.
Thank you.
Mr. Carter, good morning. Mr. Carter, can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney this morning?
Would you like to? No, she wouldn't. She don't want to talk to the lawyer.
Wait, is it not your case? Whose case is it?
This is for her. This is for.
Okay, let me see let me talk to the person whose case it is, okay?
Hi,
Hi. Oh, you're in our building, aren't you?
I'm right outside the building.
I can see our pillar. Okay, what's your last name?
Burr, B-U-R-R.
What time was your case set for?
11:10.
Hold on. There you go. LaDonna Burr, would you like to speak with our in-house attorney?
No, thank you.
Miss Burr, you have a driving while license suspended, correct?
Yes.
My name is Hindman. I'm the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. This is a offense date that goes back to March 3rd this year, City of Romulus. You received paperwork in the mail. That's why you're here on this hearing today, correct?
Yes.
In that paperwork, there was an advice of rights form. You read it, correct?
Yes.
The prosecutor is willing to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended and add the no point offense of double parking. That's a 0-point civil infraction. Do you want to accept that plea?
Yes, sir.
You understand that by accepting that plea, you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and before a jury on this case.
Yes.
And you're entering into that plea freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes, sir.
At the time of the stop on March 3rd, 2021, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
I'm accepting your plea. I've dismissed the original charge. I've added the count, a civil infraction of double parking. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that today or the next 5 days.
I'm on a fixed income, so it'd have to be starting June 1st or the 3rd, June 3rd.
Hold on. I'm going to turn this over to our collections department. What is your cell number?
Number is 810-522-3038.
Pay close attention to your cell phone. They're going to contact you and set up a payment plan, okay?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You're all set.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Double parking, no points on my license.
Excuse me.
$400.
Brandon Smith been hanging out. What's going on there?
Wait a minute, I gotta get.
Turn it off.
I don't know how to get off.
You can't smoke next to the building.
I can't get Mr. Smith to answer me.
Delete him. Shakisa Cooper.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Al Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. You have a driving while license suspended case that occurred back on March of this year. Do you want to speak with the in-house attorney?
No,
The prosecutor reviewed your file. They're willing to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended and add the 0-point civil infraction of double parking. You want to accept that plea?
yes,
You're entering into this plea freely and voluntarily, correct?
yes,
At the time of the stop back in March in Romulus, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
no,
I'm going to accept your plea. I'm going to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended. I'm going to add the 0-point offense of double parking. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
not in the next 5 days, but I have something to put on it today.
All right. You need time to pay?
Yeah,
What's your cell number?
313-989-3776. 3056.
Pay close attention to your cell number. Collections is going to call you. It's
Okay.
a payment plan, okay?
Okay.
You're all set.
Okay. Thanks.
Why was Bowditch here?
He has
Your
Mr.
Honor, I have
Yarborough.
Mr. Yarborough at 11:10, Your Honor.
Is he ready?
I don't know, Your Honor. He's had quite a few cases. I'm losing contact with Mr.
All right,
Yarborough.
hold on. Let me see if I got him. I don't have him. Oh, he's the last guy on the stack. Jeffrey, he has a lot of cases.
Yes, Your Honor, and I'm not sure he's appeared yet.
Warrants out of Van Buren. Payment plan, he's behind on. And then this driving while license suspended. We'll see if he shows up, okay?
If he does show up, Your Honor, is there a plea agreement? Probably not.
Well, what I'm picking up on the madness is that if there's no plea agreement on the top, I'm reverting back to an old one. And that says, I can't. All these plea agreements is to give him time to get his stuff together, Jeff. So there's not a current plea agreement in the file.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. We'll see if he shows up.
Yep. Anthony Jones. Anthony Jones. It's another case that I have no plea agreement.
Can we hear Mr. Jones, Judge?
That?
Mr. Jones, we can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Michael Kaspirik.
Mr. Kasparic, click on join with audio.
I don't have Michael Kaspirik.
I don't see him either.
I don't see it anywhere on the docket. I think they're frozen anyway. So was Mr. Jones. They're both frozen.
Well, you know what that means? I have to get my coffee warmed up.
Mr. Kasparick, you need to click join with audio. Mr. Jones, good morning. Would you like to speak with our in-house attorney? You did click on unmute. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Would you
Hey.
like to speak with our in-house attorney?
Yeah, if that's okay. I've never
Yeah,
done
absolutely.
this like this, so.
No. Hold on. You're going to see at the bottom of your screen, it's going to say join. Click on there and he'll meet you there. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Michelle, what Jones is that?
Anthony.
I don't have him. I got John Eugene Jones, and I got John Derek Jones.
You should have a file for 11:30. Anthony Shane Jones.
I know, but I don't have it.
Oh, okay. Mr. Jones has a DWLS from 2019 and a registration plate violation from the same incident.
Nope. I got every Jones but him. Oh, got him. Found him. But again, no plea agreement in the file.
Mr. Kasparick, can you hear us now? No.
Michael Kasparick. Hey, Michelle.
Yes, I've sent them chat messages and,
That is the famous Michael Kasperik from Romulus.
okay, well, he's not answering me
He
and I'm
doesn't have a case though. He must
No.
have somebody there.
no.
Michael, there's no audio on your end. Michael, if you can hear me, call me on my cell phone.
They're reconnecting. Mr. Casper, can you hear us now? Mr. Kasperick. You need to join with audio.
Judge, we're ready on Mr. Anthony Jones whenever you're ready, Judge.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Rigidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Jones. Your Honor, for purposes of today's arraignment, we'd waive formal reading and stand mute. Today, Mr. Jones will be pleading responsible to one count of double parking with a $400 fine. All original charges are being dismissed.
Mr. Jones, at the time of the stop on December 15th, way back in December of 2019, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
I did not at the time, sir, no.
I'm accepting your plea. I'm dismissing the original misdemeanor of driving while license suspended, adding the 0-point civil infraction of double parking. Your fines and costs total $400. You can pay that in the next 5 days.
Yes, you just need to tell me how I make the payment,
You
please.
can pay it in person at the court's drop box, online, or by U.S. mail.
Okay, so I can go online and look up with the case number and just make the payment?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I will do that today.
All right, you're all set. Pay reference the case number that is 19-5216.
Okay.
All right, you're all
All
set.
right. Sir, you have a great day.
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. Casper, can you hear us now? Can you hear us? You have no audio. We can't hear you. We can see you, but we can't hear you.
Mr. Kasparic, try to swipe left. That may activate your audio if you swipe your device left.
Good thing we have you, Sam.
We all got to do our part. Mr. Kasparic, if you're on a device, try to swipe left. That may help you activate your audio. There you go. Well, your audio looked like it was on, but we can't hear you still.
Michael, if you can hear me, call me on my cell phone. 734-740-3671. 740-3671. Michael. Sammer, check your phone out and give that phone number a call, and that's going to end the mystery with Mr. Kasparic, okay? It's Stever. Rodney Stever is with him, and he's trying to help him out. Michael Kasparic is Rodney Stever. That's the case.
Judge, if you can hear us, I'm on speakerphone with Mr. Stever. We're prepared to proceed.
Mr. Steve.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, as Attorney Sam Rigidala, P62186 with Mr. Stever. At this time, Your Honor, my client would like to waive formal reading and stand mute. He'd also like to avail himself to the plea where he would plead responsible to one count of double parking with a $400 fine. Mr. Stever, is that what you want to do today?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Stever, at the time of the stop back on March 3rd of this year, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, sir.
I'm accepting your plea. I'm dismissing the original charge of driving while license suspended. Second, I'm dismissing the improper passing. I'm amending that to double parking, a 0-point civil infraction. Your fines and costs total $400, and you can pay that in the next 5 days, correct?
Yes, sir.
You can pay that in person at the court's drop box, online, or by US mail.
Okay.
Pay it in the next 5 days and you'll be all set.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You have a good day.
The person with the identifier of iPhone D. Suli, can you give us your name?
Suleiman Keita.
I'm sorry, say your name again.
Suleiman Keita.
Okay, hold on a second. Sam, do you see that?
Yes, I see it at 11:20, last case, at 11:20 slot.
What's the name?
It actually ends with Wally, so it's Suleiman
okay.
Wally.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Sam, you want to talk to him in a breakout room?
That's fine.
Joe, what's the name?
Last name Wally, W-A-L-L-Y.
Good.
I'm going to put you in a breakout room, sir. Just click join.
And respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Richardala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Suleiman Wally. For purposes of arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute. Mr. Wally would like to avail himself to the plea. He'll be pleading to one count of double parking with a $400 fine. And Your Honor, he says he can pay up by Friday afternoon.
Mr. Wally, at the time of the stop on March 3rd this year in the city of Romulus, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No.
I'm going to accept your plea. Your fines and costs total $400. I've dismissed the original charge of driving while licensed not valid, and I've added the 0-point civil infraction of double parking. You can pay that by Friday. You're all set.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Michelle, where are we at on the Richter scale?
Nobody waiting.
What's our last case in time?
11:30.
T minus 11:30. Jeff Bowditch still present. His person didn't show up. Brandon Smith was a lost soul. Do we agree?
Yep.
Your Honor, I don't believe Mr. Yarborough is going to.
All right, he's a no-show, Jeff.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Yep.
I think Mr. Smith just couldn't connect.
Are we done? Michelle?
Nope, someone just joined. Hold on. Julius Coco.
Last K?
KOCO.
Julius.
Correct.
Julius Coco, Al Hindman, the magistrate.
He's still, they're still connecting.
Julius Coco. Send him a chat, Michelle.
Oh, and Brandon Smith is back.
Brandon Smith.
Here, I got it. He's joining.
Mr. Coco, if you can hear us, swipe your device left to join audio. You too, Mr. Smith. If you're not joining audio and you can hear me, please swipe left.
Hello?
Mr. Coco,
Morning.
we hear you.
I'm sorry, I'm very new at this stuff.
Your name for the record.
Julius Coco?
Mr. Coco, Al Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for a pretrial with the Romulus prosecutor. You have a failed to yield, a no proof of insurance, and a driving while license suspended with an offense date that goes back to March 3rd, 2021 in the city of Romulus. Do you want to speak with the in-house attorney?
Yes, please.
A room's going to appear, a breakout room. You're going to click to enter it. The attorney will show up. You'll have a conversation. After that conversation, you have to click to leave it to come back here to handle the plea agreement, okay?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. Coco, and click join. It should be at the bottom of your screen. Mr. Smith, can you hear us now? You just need to have audio.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Richardalo, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Kuko. Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Kuko will waive his formal reading and stand mute. He's prepared to plead responsible to one count of double parking with a $400 fine. All other matters are being dismissed.
Mr. Kuko, at the time of the stop on the 3rd of March, 2021, when you were pulled over, did you have a valid license?
No, I did not, sir.
I'm accepting your plea. I'm dismissing the driving while license suspended. I'm dismissing the no proof of insurance. I'm going to amend the failed to yield to a double parking. The fines total $400. You can pay it in the next 5 days.
Yes, sir.
You can pay it in person at the court's drop box, by U.S. mail, or online. How are you paying it?
In person, Your Honor.
Pay it at the court in the next 5 days and you'll be all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can you hear us now, Mr. Smith?
Hello?
Can you hear us now, Mr. Smith?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Brandon Smith, you have a driving while license suspended case in the city of Romulus from 2012. Do you want to speak with the in-house attorney? Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith, no audio.
It's reconnecting.
I'm back now. I don't know what happened.
Brandon, do you want to speak with the in-house attorney?
Yes.
Well, give that a try, Michelle.
Okay, Mr. Smith, you're going to see at the bottom of your screen, it's going to say join. Click on there and he will join you there.
I don't see it.
It should be there now. The very bottom, it should say join and just tap on join.
Nope. Hello?
Look, do you see at the bottom of your screen, it should say chat, share screen, breakout rooms, all of that down there? At the bottom of your screen?
No.
I don't, what kind of device are you on?
I'm on the phone.
It should be down at the bottom of your phone. It should say, you should have choices.
I don't have any. It's not necessary. I'll just speak with the judge. It's not necessary. Because I can't
Mr. Smith,
work right.
Mr. Smith, the prosecutor reviewed your file. He's willing to dismiss the original charge of driving while license suspended, add the 0-point civil infraction of double parking. You want to accept that plea?
Hello? Yes, hello?
Reschedule Mr. Smith, Michelle.
I heard part of what you said. You said that the ticket will be dismissed and I will be charged with a double parking.
He dismissed the misdemeanor charge, added a 0-point civil infraction of double parking. The fines and costs total $400. Are you going to accept the plea?
Yes.
You're entering into the plea freely and voluntarily, correct?
Yes.
You understand that by entering into this plea, you're giving up your right to a trial before a judge and before the jury on this charge. You understand that? Do you understand that? You can pay it in the next 5 days?
Can I have at least to next Friday?
Yep.
Because I don't get paid to next.
Your phone number ends in 6939, correct?
My phone, 6939, yes.
Pay it in the next 14 days, $400, and you'll be all set.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Have a blessed day. Boy.
How did it show he was muted on the screen, but he was still able to, we could still hear him?
I was trying to figure that out.
Oh, wow. That was a weird phone call there.
Al, there's no one in the waiting room.